My name is Aviv, Aviv Shalem. It's a name that I chose for myself. Aviv means spring. It was my second name, and then I use it as my first name, and I let go of my original first name. And Shalem means whole, so it's kind of like a prayer. So I will always see myself as a whole, and to feel connected to all of the parts within me. And I also known as Asis d'orange. Asis means juice, nectar. Orange in French is of oranges. It's connected to the fact that I see myself as very fluid and juicy and sweet, and or at least that's what I want to be most of the time. And the fact that I'm a fruitarian, so I eat basically just raw fruits and vegetables, and this is how I flourish and prosper in my life. I grew up in a very small neighborhood, very religious Yemenite neighborhood in Rishon LeZion. It's south of Tel Aviv, and I was like a very flamboyant boy in a religious family that was not accepting at all, and it was a struggle, must say. And my early years were. It was nice, and then I realized that it's dangerous for a queer kid. I didn't have the language to say queer kid, but for a queer kid to be themselves in the world. So I really went into kind of like a depression mode, and wore only black clothes, and like really went into this kind of very black state of mind, and very taking all of my energies, instead of like expressing it and doing art with it, taking all of my energies and just repressing it and trying to be something that I'm not. The fact that I came out as pansexual and as a gender bending person or gender neutral really helped me to understand life better, and other people better, and myself, and accept myself for who I am. I refused to join the army. I said no, and they said, okay, you go to jail. So I spent some time in jail. It was horrible, not as much as most people go to jail for refusing. But I don't know, the goddess was at my side, and it worked out that I was off quite easily. And I say easily in this way because it was just horrible every day in a prison. It's a fucking prison, behind bars, and they tell you where to sleep and what to eat and where you poo and when and what, and it's just, and the people that are around you. I was sitting with people who were that committed like major crimes. So we have the Strange Fruit that I'm part of. I'm one of the regulars there, and we're part of a group, and we're doing a drag show that is a bit different. We're taking it out of the club, out of the bars, and into the theater. I really like it to take drag and put it on a pedestal, but in a, like, okay, it goes like this. We're taking the drag and we're putting it in a theater, but we really try to make it accessible, not as, the theater. Drag usually is like in the club, very close to people, and is very engaging, and this is what I like about drag. In Israel in general, and also within our community, it's very, very gender fluid, and drag can be everything and anything. Everything is drag. I can do a hyper mask, and my friend that is a woman can do hyper femme, and if she's trans it doesn't matter, and if they're a trans mask it doesn't matter, and let's do art. I'm looking for stages and spaces that will allow creativity, and will allow me to express my art regardless of my gender, and regardless of my ethnicity, and on one hand regardless, and on the other hand just even celebrate it. they look at our gender and then they decide who we're supposed to date and to fuck and how much money we should get and what places we can go. And when a woman is pregnant, then the first question that she's been asked is, "Oh my God, it's so nice. Is it a boy or girl? What the fuck? Like, why? Why it has to be this?" The first question you ask a person about their child, because this what will determine their life, their future. So I love my gender, and I feel like all kinds of gender performances are welcome, and it's not like I use the term gender neutral, but I want to use, I don't know, gender celebration. Use all of the crayons, you know, just all of the crayons. We can use all of them to make our own life colorful and as we wish. And when I take my gender and I bend it till it breaks or blend it, and then the society maybe will not say, okay, she's a girl, she's supposed to this, or he's a boy, he's supposed to not do this or not do that. I have a wish that me, first of all, the people around me, and the world around us will be a peaceful place for everyone, a safe place when we could just live our life happily without being judged of things that are within our nature. Just be more aware, more peaceful within ourselves, within myself, and to make a bright day for everyone. You know what I mean?
Walk for me, 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 walk for me. That's right, the library's open. I can't wait to see how this turns out.